All right, so domain and range from the graph of discrete relations. So the one thing that you want to remember is domain is the input, and it is generally the x's. The range is the output. And in a graph, it's usually a graph or equation. It's usually the y. All right, so one way that we can do this is we need to find all of the x's, so we can go across and list what we have. We can also label our points. So this one is -3, 1. This one is 0, 1. This one is -1, -1. And this one is 1, -3. Now, when you're putting in your points, you do have to use the braces. So if you do not have them, Alex will count it wrong. So start with your braces. And then we are going to list our numbers. So our x's, if I go from left to right, you don't have to, but it will make sure that you don't miss anything. So I have a -3. I have a -1, a 0, and a 1. And then the range, I'm just looking for the y's. Yet again, I do need the braces. So I'm starting from, generally it's a good habit to go from lowest to highest. So I have a -3. I have a -1. And then I have 2 of them at 1. I only need to write that 1 once because it is covered with both of those. We will check our answer. And we will get our next problem clear. All right, so we can label the points. It's sometimes a good thing to do. So if I look at this one, this is -4, 2. This one is -4, -1. This is 0, 2. And this is 2, -4. All right, so domain, we are talking the x's still. So the braces, you need to have the braces or it will count it wrong. So from left to right, I have a -4 for that very first point that I labeled. Now the next one that I labeled is right below it. So this isn't a function, it is a relation. There are 2 possibilities if I was at -4 of where I was going to go. So that's why it's not a function, but I only need that -4 once because I'm using it for more than one point. 0 and 2. So those are my x's. Remember, I don't have to write the repeats. And now with the y's, I'm going to start from the lowest and work my way up. So I have a -4. I have a -1. And then I have those 2 points at 2. So I'm only going to do the 2 once, but I need a comma. All right, and we'll check our answers. And we are good with that one, and we will get our last one and be done with this topic. All right, so this time I only have 3 points. We're gonna label them. So this is -3, 3. This is -3, -1. And this is 4, 3. Remember, have to use the braces. So the domain is the x's. So -3, I have 2 of them on that line. So this is yet again a relation, not a function. And then I go over to the others and I have a 4. And then for the range, I am going to start from lowest to highest. And I've got -1. And then I have 2 points up at that y = 3 line. So it's just going to look like this. And we are good with this topic.